Today, we're talking about something powerful. We're talking about how to prepare for 2025. So, if you ever felt like you're just reacting to your business instead of running it, this is a video for you. I'm going to share game changing principle and a simple strategy. It's going to help you set the foundation for an incredible year ahead. So, let's go ahead and dive in. All right. So, first thing is the principle. The principle is this: you want to begin with the end in mind, right? So let's first start talking about this principle and how it has completely transformed the way that I approach my business and my life. So beginning with the end in mind, this is what I mean. You don't just go into the new year thinking, I'm going to figure it out as I go. Instead, get clear on where you want to be at the end of 2025. I'm talking about this time next year, December 2025. Where do you want to be? So ask yourself these questions. Ask yourself, what does success look like for me? That's a great question to ask so that you can get crystal clear on what it looks like for you to be successful. Also ask yourself, what specific goals do I want to achieve, right? Is it 100K? Are you trying to hit 1 million this year, right? You want to serve 100 clients. You want new coaching clients. Like, what is that specific goal that you want to achieve? And then you also want to ask yourself, how will I measure my progress? Because what you don't measure or what you don't track don't get done. On the other side, what gets measured gets done. So you want to figure out how you're going to measure your progress, right? And so when you're clear on the why and the what, the how becomes so much easier to figure out. It's kind of like setting your GPS before you start the road trip. You know exactly where you're going to go. But if you get on that road and you're trying to put in ways and say, hey, I'm going here, and you're trying to navigate traffic at the same time, it gets really, really complicated and kind of stressful. So you want to make your life easy. You want to map this thing out before you get started, right? So that's the principle. The next piece is the strategy, right? So let's go into the strategy. You got the vision. Now it's time to map it out. And I call this your revenue roadmap, right? Here's how you create one. First, you define your offers. What are you going to focus on in 2025? You might have a new digital product, or you might be refining current services, right? But you want to know exactly what you are selling. I know for me personally, I have a few offers that I'm working on for 2025. I'm going to continue to build websites, right? So I'm going to strengthen my core offer of building websites, but then I'm offering a growth marketing partnership offer that I'm only going for 5 or 6 clients in 2025, right? So I know that specifically I'm only looking for 5 to 6 faith-driven leaders or entrepreneurs or even pastors that have some type of coaching program that they want to grow to 1 million plus, and I'm going to help them to do that, right? And then I'm also going to be focusing on helping other web designers build their web design business. And so those are my primary 3 offers that I'm focusing on for 2025. Everything else is kind of like, I'm not really focusing on it, but if it comes, maybe we'll do it, maybe we won't. But the main primary focus are those 3. Set your primary focus, right? Then the second thing is, once you define your offers, is you want to set quarterly goals. You want to break your year down into 4 quarters. Each quarter should have a clear revenue and impact targets. Focus on the milestones that move you closer to the big picture, the big picture vision, right? So if you're focusing on that big number at the end, it's going to feel tough and impossible. But if you break your years down into quarters, and then even break your quarters down into months, and then break your months down into weeks, break your weeks down into days, you break that down to the smallest increment and you set your targets, and it's easier to hit it. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, right? So once you set your quarterly goals, the next thing you want to do is you want to build your funnels. Funnels are the engine of your business. So you create systems for lead generations, for sales, and events like master classes or challenges. They'll keep your audience engaged and your business growing, right? So you want to make sure you got some type of lead magnet that's bringing your audience in, and then you want to have either consultations or sales events that help you to convert your audience into customers, right? And keep that going for the entire year, and be really consistent. with that thing. And once you have your funnels, the fourth thing you want to do is you want to schedule focused time. Here's the thing. None of this works if you're scattered. Block out time on your calendar to review your progress and tweak your strategy. Consistency is what wins, right? One of the things I'm working on this year or for 2025 going forward is being more consistent on these platforms, putting out these videos. So I'm going to have to schedule focused time to create these videos. These videos are part of my free content, which will lead you to lead magnets and things like that. So you got to be consistent. The only way to be consistent is to block your time and schedule it and stick to your calendar. Here's the truth. 2025 can be your breakout year. The seeds that you plant now will determine the harvest that you reap next year, right? So maybe it's refining your offers. Maybe it's creating those systems you've been putting off, or maybe it's just committing to showing up consistently. Whatever it is, every move that you make today is a step closer to your vision. And I'm here to help you take those steps. So let's finish this year strong and head into 2025 with clarity, focus, and momentum. All right. If this resonates with you, drop a comment below and let me know what your big goal is for 2025. And don't forget to like this video, share it with somebody who needs to hear it, and hit that subscribe button so we don't miss more content like this. Let's go into 2025 ready to be freaking amazing. All right, I'm out. Peace.